Good afternoon, friends. It's Satyapriya again, and I have come up with an important topic, with an interesting topic. Recently, we saw the conclusion of Wimbledon tournament, and we saw the emergence of a new champion in the name of Mr. Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz is just 21-year-old Spanish guy who defeated none other than Mr. Novak Djokovic, the 23 times Grand Slam winner. Is it a change of an age? As young students, you should understand that when we see the champions, when we see the evolution of the tournament from 1877, when the tournament had started, when the men's singles had started, and Mr. Spencer Gore had been the first men's champion, or in 1884 when the women's champion started with Miss Maud Watson as its first champion, we see the evolution of the tournament. What we see is that there is a change of baton. Every champion, every successive champion improves upon the game of the earlier one, the level of the earlier one. It's like a software. If we put it in the lexicon, in the parlance of IT, in information technology, it's like a software which gets updated with every champion. In the Open era, when we see Rod Laver, not to talk of the earlier champions like Fred Perry and all that. In the Open era, the most striking change of baton could be seen when the 5-time champion Bjorn Borg was defeated by Mr. John McEnroe, the American, the temperamental, the elemental American. McEnroe, then he was defeated, he was overpowered by Boris Becker, then came Pete Sampras, then came, you can say, so many champions. Ivan Lendl though couldn't win Wimbledon. Then Roger Federer, the Rafael Nadal, then came the Novak Djokovic, and this time Carlos Alcaraz, he defeated none other than Novak Djokovic. In the women's arena too, Martina Navratilova or Steffi Graf or the Serena Williams or Venus Williams, the Williams sisters, and so many champions we have seen. And when we talk about Indian tennis players, we have a glorious tradition of Indian tennis players also, especially in the doubles. We can talk about Mr. Ramnathan Krishnan, his son Mr. Ramesh Krishnan, Mr. Vijay Amritraj and his brother Anand Amritraj, both champion doubles players. Then the champion Grand Slam winners, doubles champions of in the name of Mr. Leandra Paes and Mr. Mahesh Bhupati, Sania Mirza, Ankita Raina, Yuki Bhamri, Somdev Devarman. There are so many of them. Sumit Nangal. There are so many champion players. Then Rohan Bopanna is still playing the doubles very well. India also has produced champions. What are the commonalities? What are the characteristics of the champions that as students we can learn from them? The first and foremost is that of the hard work, the practice, the constant practice. They start very early, they practice very hard. So practice, the hard work is the foremost magic. Then comes the physical strength, your agility, your fitness, your athleticism. Then comes your mental strength, your temperament, your emotional stability, your ability to be cool and calm under pressure. As I cited the example earlier, Mr. John McEnroe was very elemental, and he used to throw his rackets on any of the decision that went against him by the chair umpire. That temperament, that elemental nature put him into oblivion, and Pete Sampras, Boris Becker succeeded him, then Pete Sampras came. Every champion improved upon the last one. And they had different techniques, but they had these things in common. And the foremost thing after the physical and the mental strength and the hard work is the burning desire, the burning ambition to be the champion, to be the best in the trade, to be the best in the sport, to be the best in what you are doing. As a student, you should always learn this. In 2007, let me cite an example of the Bollywood movie, this of Shah Rukh Khan, which came in 2007, Om Shanti Om. There was a famous dialogue in that movie. अगर तुम किसी चीज़ को दिलो जान से चाहो तो सारी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने में लग जाती है. What is this? This is the power of your dreams. This is the power of your thinking. This is the drive. And the whole world transpires, whole world conspires to take you to the culmination, to take you to your dream. So as a student, we should also learn these things, that being a champion, for being a topper, for achieving your career goals, you should be very hardworking. You should practice every day. You should study at least 8 hours minimum every day. 8 hours are enough, I think. Then you should be your physical well-being should also be there. You should not be sick. You should be fit, and sometimes you should play some outdoor games. You should be physically fit. You should take good care of yourself. You should be healthy. And the third and the most important thing for the students are their mental strength. You should be consistent. For being consistent, you have to be mentally very stable. You have to be cool, calm, and composed in stress situations. As I cited the example, I'm citing the example of John McEnroe again. Because of his temperamental nature, he used to throw his rackets. He somehow lost the focus on the game in those crunch moments. This should not be done. Even 1 or 2 or 3 decisions goes against you, or the spectator take a jibe on you, like your fellow students take a jibe upon you, you should be very calm. You should be very composed. You should be very inward, and you should always be emotionally stable. Some spirituality will also help you. You should be praying to God. You should feel closer to God. You should be at your higher consciousness, at the level of consciousness, and above all, you should be calm and composed in pressure situations. Remaining calm and composed in pressure situations is one of the biggest bedrock which will lead you to success. And the fourth one is that desire, the burning desire. As I gave the example of the Shah Rukh Khan film, the burning desire to reach that peak, and that burning desire is the drive that takes you to that peak. So strive, make yourself fit, take example from these champions. Carlos Alcaraz he himself said that he started playing tennis while seeing Mr. Novak Djokovic, and one day he has been able to defeat Mr. Novak Djokovic, and he's just 21 years old. And that's the story of Novak Djokovic also. He comes from Serbia, which is a war-stricken country, and his early childhood was very troublesome, very traumatic. He had to suffer to be in the queue for bread, for water, the basic amenities. Even he learned the values of life from his childhood struggles. So hard work is the main thing, and the drive, the burning ambition, the ambition to be on the peak one day, and your mental and physical well-being and mental strength. These are the basics that we should imbibe as students. And if we imbibe these qualities, if we look at the champions, as I cited the example of Wimbledon champions, and you can take the example of other sports also, we will find that there are some basic things that every champion possesses, like that software, and which gets updated every time. Over a period of time, it gets improved upon. And that way, we have to improve with the circumstances. We have to improve with the challenges. We have to upscale ourselves. We have to endeavor. We have to realize that the world is fast changing. That there is so much competition. So we should always empower ourselves with the newer skills. So with your skill set, do the hard work. Be mentally very strong. Practice spirituality. Practice meditation sometimes, or just breathing exercises, and you will find that no one can deter you from achieving your goal, and the world will conspire, the whole world will conspire to make you successful, to take you to your peak. So I hope the message is across. I have been able to do this. I say all the best and goodbye to all of you. Take care. Bye bye.